What's up, guys? I've been following the news about the vaccines pretty much every day, or at least every other day. And my friend from Belgium sent me the plan of how they're going to vaccinate people in that country. Although I believe that it's going to be pretty much the same everywhere. And I think that there's a reason for it. You can let me know what you think about it. But number one are the residents and employees of care centers, including volunteers that help there. This is very clever. And of course, everything that they do is clever. I don't think that anybody denies that. Whether people see them as evil or whatever is another story. But the reason they are gonna do it to the people who work in these places, because once they get them, even if they don't subconsciously even believe in the vaccines, they will feel like, oh, I took it already, so of course I gotta give it to everybody else also. Everybody needs to have it because I already made the mistake of having it. I am already a slave, I am an employee, and everybody else who needs to be taken care of, anybody with underlying health issues. And the reason they're gonna do this is because these people are going to get sick and die. Already they would die prematurely, but with the injection for sure way quicker. So in other words, they're gonna do it to the sick people to kill them quicker. I really believe that this is a killing plan that they have here and nothing else. Why would you inject yourself with a, let's say, a version, as they say, of the virus, if you wear masks to protect yourself from it? It makes zero fucking sense, that already alone. Then it's primary care providers in hospitals, general practitioners. So basically all the doctors, nurses, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, everything that has to do with healthcare, basically, so-called. 45 to 65-year-olds have other ailments. Again, diabetes, obesity, cardiac problems. Yeah, okay, super clever. High blood pressure, as if that's even a health issue anyway. That's also garbage. But again, why on earth would you... If you believe in vaccines, yes, it makes sense. If you understand what they are really about, it makes absolute sense that this is a killing plan to do it to the people who are the most vulnerable to disease. It's so super illogical, it's crazy. And then essential societal economical functions, private, government, police, teachers. Of course, the police also. The police are of course gonna enforce it if they so-called need to, if they already take it themselves. Again, super clever to do it like this. And teachers, everybody who's around anybody else. March and April would be low risiko groups, pretty much the rest then. And the rest would be in the summer months. Some people say in 2022 maybe, the rest, whatever, but that's just the most obvious plan to make everybody sick that I've seen in ages. It's pretty funny. I never thought about this back then, even though it was super obvious. In the Netherlands, they already said last year that they're gonna remove cash, and it's gonna be the same everywhere else. So Germany, but in the Netherlands there was a specific plan. So how could they do that? How could they make people not use cash anymore? If I would have thought about it, and anybody could have thought of this, they would have to somehow make people scared of touching objects, specifically cash, as in money, coins. Not that it exists, that's just paper, but that's what we call money. How would you do that? Well, of course, by inventing some kind of disease or virus. Could have easily thought of this, but then again, what would you do if you know about it? Not much. You could have made a video, warn people, they censored anyway, and that's about it. Really, not much could come out of it, but here we are, a super predictable plan that they did. And when I was in Turkey, on the taxi, there was also a sign that said, cash is dirty, be afraid, don't use cash, and they are making everything digital. This is so incredibly obvious that people still think that this is somehow even related to health, or that they care about our health, that it has anything to do with it. It's a super obvious agenda. All of the agendas are being pulled into this, and sooner or later the whole meat thing will also come, that they will say that they're already saying that you gotta cook your meat very extra much right now, and then eventually they will say, oh no. And they are kind of already saying that it also transmits, and that's why you gotta cook it, because raw food is dangerous and it transmits the virus, and then this can have the virus, and then this, and then eventually all the animals too, and blah blah blah. Here we are right now, crazy times.